Hey, I just wanted to thank you for downloading the Debt Buster Formula app. My name's Charles Scott. I'm the co-creator of Financial Choices Matter, and we made this little video just to give you a brief tutorial of how this whole thing works. We tried to make it pretty self-explanatory and pretty intuitive, but there's a couple of little nuances that I thought we'd just share with you. So let's take a look at how this really works. Well, here we are. We're taking a look at the actual little app that we wrote. It's really, honestly, nothing more than an Excel spreadsheet. But what we've got here is the ability for you to personalize it. Put your name right up here at the top. We've got right now pre-loaded 5 different categories: a mortgage, a car loan, a student loan, a credit card, and a credit card. You can change these to anything you want them to be. So if you wanted to change the credit card there to just say that it's Visa, do that. That's fine. It doesn't make any difference. You can add other debt, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But what we've done here basically is pre-loaded just some examples of, if you've got a mortgage that's a couple $100,000, your payment is $1,000, your debt factor is going to be the calculation of the two, as we explained in the little piece that you read, to be able to have enough interest to download this app in the first place. Your car loan, it's the same thing. All of these go the same way. You've got the debt, you've got the minimum payments due. Where it really begins to change a little bit is with your student loan that has a number, and again another number of how much is due. You get a debt factor out of the deal. Credit cards are the biggest difference. You've got a credit card here that's got an $8,500 total balance owed right now. The minimum payment's $339. Your other credit card's got a $4,500 balance due, and the minimum is $129. When you do this and you do the math that the formula lets you do, what you end up with is 2 different factors down at the bottom. Let me show you how to do that. If I just said this first Visa card, instead of a $339 payment, was a $429 minimum due, that's going to change if you look at the number down here. When you click Run Debt Buster down at the lower left-hand corner here, click the button, and the math changes. So that change from whatever it was before, $359, I can't remember exactly what it was, but the number changes. And the idea, if you recall, is you want to pay the smallest number first, and that's what we showed you down here. Pay the red, run the Debt Buster number, it'll recalculate for you, and then pay the one with the lowest debt factor. So let's take a look at credit card 2, just to show you what can happen. The $4,500, and I'm going to have to guess on this here, because I got to make sure that I can get the math right for you, but when you plug stuff in, it's going to do it, trust me. Your payment is, instead of $129, let's say it's $229, and we run Debt Buster, and it changes it to $1,965. Did you see how the red jumped from here to here? That's because this debt factor is just slightly lower. If your payment was $259, that was your minimum balance due, and you run the Debt Buster button down here, it reduces it even more, which means this is where you want to go in and put any extra dollars you've got towards credit card number 2. And again, name it what you want, do it however, but when you put in, your balance due and the minimum due, the Debt Buster formula is going to calculate this for you. Down here at the bottom for credit cards only, you can put in, this is just informational, where you can put in what the actual credit limit that you have on the card. You can put in the interest rates. This is just so you have a sense of what you've got and how you're looking at it. So let's say that you've made a nice payment on credit card 2, and your balance now is only $4,000. Run the Debt Buster, and it changed it. See? And it's even lower. Then they reduced your payment to $189. All of a sudden it went up above. This became the lowest debt factor, the smallest debt factor. That's what you want to pay. So you need to play with it a little bit, but it's pretty intuitive. I don't think it's really that complicated when you do it. And again, the formula here is a function of, candidly, the account balance you've got, the minimum that's due, and the interest rate that is being charged on your loan, the debt that you have. If you want to add a new debt, just simply click the Add New Debt button, and bang, it starts all over again. It's over here. You can plug in however you want to. Plug in the numbers. This is a $2,500 card. You owe, $89. Run the Debt Buster, and you've got it. That does the debt factor for you. Again, you can plug in the the new credit limit, you can plug in the interest rate that it's being charged, and that's how it works. Again, the key is pay the lowest debt factor number first. Add any extra dollars to that. The one that is green is the one that is the lowest priority. And in this context, it's the mortgage. That makes sense. You know, a mortgage loan is going to be a fixed payment. The car loan is going to be a fixed payment. The student loan is probably going to be a fixed payment. Again, it's the credit cards that'll get you out of, you know, if you're in a credit card hole, this is going to get you out of it faster. It's just a mathematically superior way than paying the highest interest rate card first or paying the lowest balance first. This is a mathematically superior way of doing it. The other thing I'd like to suggest is if you've got any ideas on how we can improve that, let us know. You can email me at charles@Financial Choices Matter, and we'll get back to you. We'll incorporate it if we can make it work and see if we can improve this. So I appreciate you taking the time. Certainly appreciate you downloading the app, and good luck reducing your debt and get out of it, because it's a gigantic load off your shoulders sometimes when that's all taken care of. Thanks.